What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is another video in the how-to series. Now we are talking about Cassandra Nova. She's an incredibly consistent mutant attacker with great damage and very relevant utility. So let's jump right in. One piece of utility that Cassandra brings to the table that I want to mention outright because I'm going to show it off first is that she can reduce skill champions' regeneration rate by their missing health. So that means Nick Fury cannot trigger his second life healing, and he's just essentially one Nick Fury. I start the fight here, I charge my heavy. That's going to trigger my stop right there passive stun. Cassandra Nova is all about heavy attacks. She channels while she charges her heavy attack, and that places daunted passives on the opponent. Those max out at 25. Once you get to 25, you want to start throwing special attacks. The great thing about Cassandra is the special attack you throw doesn't necessarily matter. You can throw a special 1 or a special 2. Doesn't really matter. Throwing your special 1 and or special 2 at a very decent stack of channeling will allow you to deal pretty massive damage. You also want to make sure that you are not interrupting the special attack before it is necessary, because all of the daunted damage is increasing the neuroshocks. So right there, that was 2 special 1s for Nick Fury, 46 seconds. I prefer to spam special 1s in shorter content with Cassandra Nova. I just find it to flow a lot better. And one thing that you don't necessarily have to be super concerned with is your Daunteds falling off. As long as you're consistently landing those heavy attacks, you don't have to necessarily go for the heavy attack into the Daunted refresh. Now, I will show what that is in a longer fight, where I charge my heavy to refresh my Daunted, and then ideally I interrupt that with a relic. But because you can just access so much of your Daunted from charging your heavy, getting to 25 and staying there, even when some Daunted stacks are falling off, will be very, very fast, and you don't have to worry about resetting it in totality at all times. So now let's go fight another one of her best matchups, Yelena Belova. Another piece of utility Cassandra brings to the table is combo manipulation. So as you saw in the Nick Fury fight, you ideally want to get those heavy charges going, use your stop right there stun to get an opening and or allow yourself to build up more Daunted on the opponent, and then let the opponent essentially like take the damage during your special attack after you've thrown it, because all of that damage will be amplified by the Daunted, so the Neuroshock and anything else that could be potentially ticking down on the opponent will be amplified by the Daunted. So with Yelena Belova, the exact same rotation is as follows. You want to do your heavy charges to get off your Daunteds on the opponent, and build up to either special 1 or special 2. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily matter which special you go for. You just need to pick one. I like to go for the special 1 because it allows me to cycle between special 1s, and I find that to be very fun and very effective for Cassandra. So I'm going for my heavy attack, going to throw my special 1. Now Yelena is rooted. And again, I'm just going to let all of that Neuroshock damage tick. I was a little late on the punish there, but honestly, doesn't matter because I let all of the Neuros do their thing. Go for a heavy charge. Cancel into my special 1. And again, I'm just going to let the Neuros do their thing. And then going for a full 5-hit combo. Throw a relic. And there you go. There's Yelena again. 2 special 1s, 55 seconds. Very, very solid stuff there. If I would have gotten the counter from the first special 1 that I had thrown after the root ended, it probably would have been a little faster. But regardless, that was very solid. One important thing to note is that Cassandra will root the opponent when they have 12 or more Daunted. So if there's 12 or more Daunted on the opponent, when she throws a special attack, I believe it's 12 or more. Let me see. 12 or more Daunted, she inflicts a root after her special 1 and special 2. So that gives you even more time to let those Neuroshocks tick, and it gives you a very easy opening to either throw your heavy attack and refresh the Daunted, or go in for an opening after you let the root basically expire. So let's fight the bigger Yelena just to show what that looks like in a bit of a longer fight. Again, I like to go for the special 1 spam here. You can do whatever you find is comfortable. I just prefer the special 1 from my experience with Cassandra Nova. So her heavy attack removes combo from the opponent, as I probably showed off in the other clip without mentioning it. So she has 18 combo right now. She loses it. Now, Yelena does gain combo when she gets knocked down, so it's a net positive in combo loss for Elena, but she will regain some of the combo. Throw the heavy attack. Going for an intercept. Pause the Neuroshock. And now I just channel. Throw another special one. Again, just let the Neuroshock tick. And now I'm going to go for my Relic into one last special one. And that's 3 special ones for a 600,000 health Yelena Belova. Probably around the same time, if not faster. Yeah, 1 second faster than the shorter health form, Yelena. And we gained some health from the special one regeneration. The special one regen is great for, like, healing up chip damage, especially in longer fights. So if you're fighting like a big Bullseye or a big Yelena, and you're not coming in with high health, you can use the regen to get some health back, and it's fairly consistent. So now that I've showed off sort of the A matchups, let me show the matchup where I really started to fall in love with Cassandra, and that is Atuma. So Cassandra's stop right there stun, as you've seen, has a cooldown. However, if the opponent purifies your stun debuff, then your stop right there stun passive is immediately taken off of its cooldown, and you can just do the heavy stun basically forever. So let's show that off now. So I'm going to do the normal heavy charge. My stun will already be ready to use at the beginning of the fight, but once I go for a parry against the Atuma and he purifies my parry stun, then my stop right there stun comes right back off cooldown. So eventually we will get to the fight. There we go. So heavy charge at the start. Start building up the Daunted. And you'll see I go for a parry, and the Atuma cannot hit me. As long as you immediately heavy charge after the parry, your stun comes right back off cooldown, and you will not get hit at all. Cassandra does have non-contact hits, but it's only the light attack hits and her second medium. Her first medium, much like her brother Professor X, is a contact hit. So just be very aware of that when fighting any champion that has, like, thorns. I'm going to go for one more heavy attack here. Going to cancel into the special one. And even one special one, Atuma is already taking so much damage. Go for my light attacks to get an opening, and I don't even need the additional damage from the second special one. Atuma is just gone. So rank 4 Cassandra Nova is taking out these health pools. 50 seconds, very, very safe, especially for Atuma. To have that much health, to be that safe against Atuma, is very solid. So let me show you one more fight. Let me do kind of a vanilla matchup to see if I can show off the heavy charge into the Relic. So I showed off the heavy charge to refresh the Daunted, but heavy charging into the Relic allows you to just get an opening. So let me see if I can go for a bit of a longer fight. You know, let me just go into, like, maybe Realm or Labyrinth or something like that for that sort of showcase. Just go fight Winter Soldier, maybe. And not play ideally, but show off what the Relic from the heavy charge looks like, just for the sake of getting an opening. And that'll be the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed this showcase of Cassandra Nova. I find her to be incredibly fun. And the second I get her on my main account, I will absolutely take her up to rank 3, and she'll probably be one of my next mutant rank 4s. I want to get up Professor X, and I also want to get up Mr. Sinister. But Cassandra Nova is right up there with those other champions. So I'm going to go for my special one here. I'm going to heavy charge into the special one. And then watch what I do. I go for another special one. The Daunteds are about to expire, but watch this. I heavy charge, and then I throw my Relic. That gives me an immediate opening to go right back in and start pummeling Winter Soldier. Throw one special one, and that's all she wrote. So even I was trying not, I wasn't going for the optimal rotation there, but she still got that fight down pretty damn well. So that's how you do the heavy charge into the relic. The heavy charge refreshes the Daunted anyway, but the relic gives you the opening. So just a pro tip there for Cassandra. That's going to do it for the Cassandra Nova how-to video. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you found this video to be educational and entertaining. If you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing to the channel and also hitting that like button. I would really appreciate both of those things. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.